bandit.
Computer control. Computer.
So yesterday was a non-making day. Yesterday we actually, my daughter and I took a little day trip up to Baltimore for the Baltimore Comic Con. The coolest thing about the Comic Con, I thought, was the costumes. People put a lot of time and energy and money into making some of the most amazing costumes, but the amount of pride and the care in that is just awe-inspiring. Leveraging the techniques and the tips and the tricks that people use to put together things like that, I think is pretty useful for prototyping too, making prototypes of quote-unquote real projects, real world things. There was some just absolutely blew my mind. There was like a Voltron with each of the parts snapped on. Some characters from Overwatch that I don't know the name of. Road Rage, Hog Road, something like that. Kudos to the folks that put their heart and soul out there, and then had the courage to actually wear it out in public. Some of the costumes, some of the lady costumes, just say, wow. So just want to add on, so one of the reasons I'd like to go to things like Comic Con and see like the costume stuff, I think it's a balance, and I did an interview once with the Engineering Commons podcast about art and engineering and how the two go together. For me, it's one of those things where, as an engineer, I'm not always the most creative, so I need to go in and take in art. I need to take in science fiction shows. I need to look at concept art from science fiction shows. Because that's what recharges my batteries. That's what gives me that creative juice to want to go out and then make things that take ideas that are just fiction today and make them reality for tomorrow. And so I think that's why, again, getting out and breaking out of the mold of your day-to-day and getting out and seeing things that you wouldn't normally yourself do or be a part of, it's very important for the overall creative process. Creativity is not something you learn. It's not something you're ever going to be good at all the time. It's not going to be like you're just a creative person. Creativity is a pain in the ass. Beep. It takes a lot of blocks, a lot of like what they call writer's block for writers. But it's all anything good. Any creative endeavor has that. It's like 90% of your time is you're just blocked. You have no idea what to do. You have no idea how to get a project or even where to start with a project. But you want to build something. or even if you have an idea for a project and how to figure out like how to go from that, making that first initial step, like what's it going to be? What's the general architecture of what I'm trying to build? That first leap of from idea to tangible thing is a pain in the butt. Um, and that's why again I think just art is such an important part of life. Even if you're a technical person, um, balancing that force, balancing your right brain and your left brain, um, is crucial for A, your just success in general, and B, for your long-term happiness and health. Um, Going too far on one string to the other is just, it's bad. It kills. It's like you gotta balance the brain and the soul, the heart and the mind, blah 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 blah, something like that. I don't know. My point is, if you're out there and you're studying technology or engineering or science or math, don't forget the A, the STEAM, STEM, STEAM, STEAM to STEM, STEM to STEAM. Don't forget the art. STEM is half the battle, art is the other, because art is where it's the balance. It's also something about understanding humanity and understanding people and therefore understanding how they actually use something. Um, so, yeah. I think I've had diarrhea of the brain right now. I think you get my point. Lowe's run today. If you have a mobile workspace that you have to clean up every day, sawhorses are an absolute necessity. Well, I got some more. So now my router table. The router table can stay up. My chop saw can stay up. And it's all about the same height, so they can all work together in a pinch to make a nice table. At least that's the theory. Washers, 1/4 tack 20 and 3-inch long bolts, machine screws or something, machine screws. Some nuts. Bingo.
So we're going to try squeezing hand tightening down.
Alright, so there we go. So we got 4 of them in there for right now. Clamp. 1/4 by 20, or 140, 1/4 tack 20, or whatever it is, how you're supposed to say it. It's the same size that's on the bottom of your camera. That little hole that you screw into your tripod, that's the same size. So I could also put a camera on here.
All right, so if you're a long-time watcher, you'll recognize we're back in the laboratory. So the garage is the workshop. This room's the laboratory. We do the more fine-tuned control things like the electronics, software, the CNC machines up here, little X-carve, and then we have the laser cutter coming out here soon, hopefully. So anyway, we'll be spending some more time up here in the laboratory too. We'll split between the workshop and the lab and do some projects that do both. So anyway, thanks for watching. You know what to do, and until next time, stay quirky or something like that.
What say you, London?